Hello and welcome to another turn or set of turns of Dominions 5. I'm the False God and we are playing as Porphyrion. We're jumping in turn to 34. For those who have keen eyes, we did not lose all of these turns. I was on vacation and they're on a different laptop and I still have not brought them over. So last turn, we woke up. The tyrants are alive and well. We found an Earthblood seepage. Way to go. Got some blood slaves going. There's a battle in Abyssia with Ulm and Abyssia. Let's see if it's big. Kind of. We've got, so Ulm, right, in Hellenica has free spawn. I don't know the exact ratio or which one of these are free spawn, but I know a lot of these units are going to be free spawn. Abyssia looks like they're going to be sending out the rest of their fire elemental casters. And imps. Yeah, has a lot of fire elementals. I would expect these fire elementals to do pretty well against the Ulmites, but looks like they got onto the back line here, and that's going to be all the magic leadership gone. Let's see if he could have done anything different about that. Obviously, it'd be nice if he had some bodyguards. Scuttling fire elementals as well? Yeah, it should be. It's like his fire elemental just goes inwards and they just don't. This guy, it's that fire elemental's fault. They just don't pick him up. Yeah, if he could have had any chaff there, probably could have gone a long way towards winning that fight. But as it stands, Ulm wins. They lost 200 units. But again, a lot of this is free spawn. So it doesn't impact them probably quite as much as it could otherwise. Unsurprisingly, too, them having lots of free spawn means they can raid really well. Here we've got more fire. Blessing. No, we do not have more fire elementals coming out. Yeah, not gonna work out for these mages. I think Abyssia is just about done. One way or another. Bad omens. We patrol out some TNN scouts. Let's go ahead and hope that that's not, you know, gonna come to something. I mean, it's in our capital, so it's not crazy to have a unit there. I think if you have a unit here too, this guy is often going to be my leader when he wakes up. So I don't know if you might be able to see the Shattered Volcano as well. So it makes a lot of sense to have scouts in Porphyrion's capital, just so you know exactly when and if their dude is woken up. So we have Enceladus moving out. My goodness. Okay, we're back. I'm once again watching a friend's dogs for a little bit, and there is significant woofing going on in the background. So we are moving Enceladus out to our... Oh, no, I'm sneezing. Sorry, everybody. To the Earthstar Desert here, where we, of course, have our Statue of the Sitting God for the enchantment bonus. We have a couple of enchantment items we want to do. Namely, Eternal Pyre, and that I think is one. It'd be nice to do some others potentially as well if we get up to like Earthblood Deepwell. But for now, it's going to be Eternal Pyre. And then we're also looking to cast Gigantomachia. Have to be there. Do we have all the right pieces being forged? Let's see. I think we're making a flame helmet, which is not going to work. This guy, I learned this later. Crowns only. I was not paying enough attention. So that is not going to do it. We need to get up to 6. He is a 4. Right, so he's only going to be at 4. He needs to get 2 bonuses. That means we're going to need a Fire Skull, and we're going to need a Staff of Elemental Mastery. I think is what we're going to have to do. Now, to get that staff, I think the flame helmet is part of the staff plan. Because I think our best way to cast it is we're going to need... Let's see. Making water gear. We're at construction 6, of course. We don't have one sitting around, do we? It's been a long time since I played this one. But we have a Skull of Fire already to make the flame helmet. Okay. There's one of the water boosters. We ought to have one more water booster either on somebody. Yeah, there it is. I was gonna say, or being forged. So we're gonna have to do, right, we'll drop 2 water boosters on a one of our, like, this guy needs 2 water boosters and 2 fire boosters, which we can do. Then he can make the staff. With the staff, they can then make, this guy then gets +1 from staff, +1 from the fire, skull of fire, and then he can cast it. So a little behind where we wanted to be there, but we couldn't really get there any faster because we needed the skull of fire, which only comes from death mages, of course. So this is about the best we can do. We're going to put in Kalados in position, and then we'll look to cast all of our globals as soon as we can. Besides that, we can see this large army's moved away from us, moved back home. Looks like they've got their own problems to deal with. We're currently just up a couple provinces, kind of cheekily. The other things we need to do are prepare to take these thrones. So we're going to be doing that soon. Like I said, I'm about to go on vacation here, in game. So some of the testing is a little tricky. But we're going to want to look to get our tyrants out and then see if we can't start super combatanting these thrones down. And then we'll look to go from there. I do think in retrospect, we've kind of been sitting around here this whole time. It's turn 34. We really haven't fought anybody. We've picked up a handful of provinces from looting. But we really could probably stand to be a little bit more aggressive. Are we forging anything else interesting here? Lightless lanterns, rune smashers are obviously going to be really helpful. Another water bracelet. Lead shield. The flying carpet's big to help move our tyrants around a lot faster. There's definitely going to be some tension coming up when I test for these, because if I can do it with that flying item on, right, it saves a pretty good amount of time, right? It means you can just fly there, do it, and then fly back, as opposed to something like walk, attack, and then either land somewhere else or another 2 turns back to the capital. It's doubly tricky with this one because we are sending Enceladus up here to deal with this first and to get Eternal Pyre up. We're going to want all of our guys to hit this province to cast Twiceborn, if possible, first. So that's, a lot easier with that extra mobility item, because they can't wear boots because they have snakes. But yeah, you can see Abyssia is down to just there, but I'll. So that's a little. Okay, we're back again. So the other thing we should be doing, so we're trying to we need to start kitting out our tyrants to take these. We also need to start getting equipment ready for them to do general super combatant duties. The flying, again, helps there if it's possible. While it doesn't let the magic phase by itself, it does let them potentially surprise somebody movement-wise. That's good. Now, you can get Air 1s, but it's pretty darn unlikely. So it's tricky to otherwise sort of magic phase these guys. Obviously we can magic phase, our oppressors. The oppressors are now like a pretty limited resource though, because we want our capital to be producing tyrants all the time. It does make the number of oppressors we have kind of go down. So we do want to make sure that we're using them in smart scenarios. And like, depending on who we're up against, right? If you Cloud Trapeze one of these guys in, there's like a decent chance that they get counter rated with Magic Phase. Now you can ameliorate that with Shade Mail. because then they can go in with the shade mail and then sneak out. So they are astral. So they're not. No, they're only astral 1 for the most part. So you absolutely can mind hunt them, but people are going to want to think twice a little bit about something like that. But so that's an option that's available to us. These guys are tough. Like, so much of their body looks like you should be able to super combatant these guys and send them in. They don't I don't think they often get air 2. Yeah, they never, basically never do. So it's hard to magic phase them in. But more than that, their combat speed is really low and their morale sucks. We're gonna use some of them later, but they have a tough time. They tend to run. They also don't like being away from home. Obviously, they have homesickness. Yeah, so that's a little bit tricky. I don't think that there's a good way to tell what their home province is. Like, I can tell this guy's in his home province because it's +1. But like, if you start moving these guys around, then you're like, all right, where's your home? How do I get you back home so you don't die? Nabatem got some mercenaries to help out with their god defense. But so yeah, so we have a ton of work we still need to do. We need to get gear all kitted out. We need to get our armies in fighting shape. We have plenty of units sort of scattered around. We need to take those units and go to war with somebody. In terms of our options, I would really like to go to war with Delphine. I think that they're I mean, this army is very scary. But I think we'll suffer if we can hit them with a bunch of Titanic Tremblers, because they're all humans. I guess we'll click on it, so for anyone who doesn't remember. So this hits the whole battlefield. Strength of the casters added. It's armor negating. It paralyzes everyone. Difficult to negate with MR. And it doesn't affect like flying units or large units, but they're neither flying nor large for the most part. And so we should hopefully be able to do a lot of paralyzing while our troops then take care of a lot of the groundwork. We could also consider like earthquake plays, right? We just run in a bunch of our tyrants and then earthquake them. I think we need some gear to pull that off in general, because Enceladus has 4 and the regular ones only have 3. So I guess we could do it with a yeah, we could do it with a gem. In terms of the big buffs, we have access to Marble Warriors and everybody, as well as another number of other good items. We're also quickly researching, so hopefully we can get some more great stuff quickly. 1,800 a month here. We're also headed up blood to get our feast. This is gonna let us get our blood hunting economy online better. We can start making cares into blood hunters. It's also gonna let us make thugs out of our recruitable tyrant guys once we get Gigantomachia up. So those are also excellent little things for us to do. I mean, there are a ton of units here. There's no doubt about that, but I think we'll be able to kill a lot of them, and then the others may rout. So we would like to go to war with Delphine. We'll see if we can make that happen. I am sort of a shorter. I'm gonna call it here because while it has been 14 minutes of video time, it has taken me at least twice that long with all the pauses. So thanks everybody for joining me, and I will see you all in the next one. Have a great day.